Hi everybody, Shauna Carpelas here with California Bar Style. Thank you so much for tuning in. I've been wanting to make this video for a while now. And being a bar tutor in this state for almost 9 years, I have come across a lot of questions regarding how do I find a good tutor? Why is CA Bar Style different? I know that there are a lot of companies out there and there's a lot of competition. I don't want applicants to only go by Yelp reviews, although we have fantastic Yelp reviews. And I think that it's really important for applicants to do their diligence and make sure that they're finding a program that connects for them. But I wanted to highlight some really big issues and concerns that I'm having among some of my competitors. And I'm not going to mention any names. I think you can shop around and do your diligence, but I want to keep five or six main things in your mind as you are shopping around as to why CA Bar Style is really the best bar program for personalized bar prep out there. And I think it's important that whether you sign up with me or anyone else, you make sure that it is the best type of preparation that you possibly can get for the amount of money that you're spending, the time that you're going to put in. Don't just rely on Yelp reviews. Do your research and pay attention to these top 5 things that I know we offer that a lot of tutors are not offering. Number 1, materials. If you are signing up for a personalized type bar review, now I'm not talking about Barbary, Themis, Kaplan, Bar Max, and all of the corporate type bar preps. I'm talking about bar preps more like me, where it's a single tutor within a smaller type company, tutoring a smaller type group. Do they have their own materials? When is the last time they have edited their materials? And what do their materials encompass? Is it just the black letter law? Do they have practice essays? Do they have their own sets of model answers like we do? Do they have essay approaches or performance test support materials, MBE support materials? What materials are they having you learn from? Because if they're just referring you to the prior bar preps materials that you already have, or telling you to go buy an online set of materials like I hear a lot of, this is a huge disservice to you. We have edited over 7 times our materials. We have over 5 volumes of materials, and they're absolutely amazing. They are concise, they are to the point, they do not overwhelm you, and they really focus on this huge amount of repetition categorically that we see within the subject matter. So it's really, really important that it's a big red flag for you if you're calling a bar tutorial program that is claiming they're going to help you, but then charging you thousands of dollars, and they do not have good edited and currently edited materials. You run the other way, because that is not a good sign. How do they know what gets tested? What are they focusing you on? We have over 50 essay approaches, written essay approaches on how to write for any potential area of the California bar tests. And I can't imagine not having my own sets of great materials to provide to my applicants. So that's number 1. Number 2, does the tutor have a physical location? We have a physical office located in Sherman Oaks. It is a classroom as well as offices where we do personal tutoring. And I am hearing about a lot of tutors that do not have an office. They don't have office hours. They don't have live classrooms. They're primarily talking to students on the phone, which is fine and very old school. And we do Skype here for online tutorials, which does work very well. But if you are the type of applicant that needs a physical location, your personal tutor should be providing a physical location for you. You should be able to meet one-on-one with the tutor. You should be able to talk to the tutor about your needs and sit down with that tutor face-to-face if you are the type of applicant that needs that. Now, you may not need it for all the class sessions or tutorial sessions, but you may need it for most. And so that option should be there. So if a tutor is working out of a Starbucks, does not have a physical address, is running operation out of their home, I think it's another big major red flag. Do they have an office manager that's going to provide you with technical support like we do? Do they have anyone that's going to answer questions or set up tutoring sessions? Is the tutor really running a business? And I'm not saying that the tutors aren't, or that all of them aren't, but I am hearing about a lot of tutors that will not meet with students one-on-one, and that to me takes away from that personal aspect that they're promoting. So I think you need to pay attention to that as well. Number 3, and this one is really shocking to me. A lot of California personalized tutors are not California licensed attorneys. This is mind-blowing to me. Now, of course, you don't have to be a California licensed attorney to know the California bar, and I think that you could potentially be successful having not taken the bar here. But if I were an applicant and I was struggling with this exam, I would not hire, and I'd be wary of hiring a tutor that was never licensed in California, is not currently licensed in California, and has not stepped into a California courtroom. I am a trial attorney in this state. I don't practice as much anymore because my primary job is catering to my applicants and tutoring. But there are a lot of tutors that are not listed on the California website, licensing website on calbar.org. Do your research, ask them. One of the primary instructions of the California bar examiners is that the essay and performance test writing needs to be lawyerly. Well, if you've never been a California licensed attorney, how do you know what lawyerly is in this state? And they are very particular in California on the essay portion of the California bar exam in terms of what lawyerly means. So for me, it's a red flag. For you, may not be. If it doesn't bother you, it may not be a deal breaker, but I think it is something you need to take into consideration. Is your tutor a California licensed attorney? Have they practiced here? Can they make the law tangible for you? Do they know how this law actually happens in the real world so that they can explain to you things like criminal procedure and civil procedure? Is that something that they have experience with? And if they don't, that potentially could be a deal breaker for you. So come on over because we got the experience over here. Number 4, this one, no daily schedule. Too many tutors are not providing their applicants with structure or scheduling. You should be knowing what you are doing every single day of your preparation. You should be organized. Your assignments should be clear. The flow of the subject should flow very well and keep you in line, especially if you're working or have other priorities going on. And if they're not providing you a schedule, or here's the best part, they're making you make your own, that should be their expertise. They should know how to keep you in check and make sure that your calendar reflects proper preparation and organization. It is fundamental to proper preparation for this exam that you are well organized because there are too many subjects and the flow can be very overwhelming if you don't have a great schedule for you. Now, if they do provide a schedule, fantastic, but is it cookie cutter? Is it going to be molded for your specific needs if that comes up? Are they going to work with you on your working schedule if you are working part-time or full-time? Or if you're a mom or a dad or have other responsibilities, maybe you're taking care of a parent, a sick parent, that comes up a lot. Are they going to tailor the scheduling to your specific needs? So if a tutor is merely assigning essays and meeting with you on the phone and really not giving you any personal guidance there, they are not a personalized tutor. Another red flag being waved. And if it were me, I would run. So we provide our applicants with a very detailed and organized and structured daily calendar. And then I also do make modifications at times if the applicant needs it because, the world keeps turning. Which brings me into number 5. And this one I think is really what sets me apart from most of the other personalized tutors out there. And that is I am really personalized. There are a lot of tutors that do not want to hear about your personal problems or issues, and I can be a part of that as much or as little as you want me to be. If you don't, if you sign up with CA Bar Style and you're like, it's my life, I really don't need you a part of my time management or what's going on with my dog or my my personal work schedule or family, that's okay. It's none of my business. But if you do need someone that's going to keep you structured with what is still going on in your personalized space, I will do that for you. And I will hold your hand, so to speak, right? I still will be, make sure I'm strict with you in terms of not putting you down, but making sure that you're accountable and that your structure works well, your structure and scheduling works well for you. But if you ever, have a tutor and you are looking, for that personalized approach, which is why you've searched for personal tutor, and you get to a tutor who says, I am not your therapist. Don't come to me with your personal issues. You can't find the tutor when you have needs. That is another major red flag. And there are a lot of tutors. And listen, that approach may work for you. You may want more of the boot camp sergeant, do as I say. I don't care what you have going on. This is the bar, and it's more of like a colder atmosphere. That is not what you get with CA Bar Style. And most applicants do have things that come up. It could be something as simple as, and not simple, but like getting a cold and you're off your schedule and you don't know how to catch up, as something more severe that comes up. And there are a number of things that can come up because, again, the world keeps turning with bar prep, and many repeaters have been, they're preparing well, and all of a sudden their world gets rocked. And it's really important for the personal tutor to come in, me, and say, okay, with whatever's come up here, can we still navigate through your schedule? How can we catch you up? How can we maneuver with whatever, with my attorney applicants, the trial or deposition you have coming up, or your major travel schedule that you're doing? How do we maneuver through that? For me, and my ideology and firm ideology is, if you're not taking into account an applicant's personal needs, if they need you to do that, you are doing them a major disservice. So if there is a tutor, again, that does not want to deal with the personal aspect of things, and you think you're going to need that, then you want to inquire as to that, and they should be honest about that. So hopefully that gives you some additional clarity. There are a lot of other things that set me apart from other tutors. The list is really kind of too long for a video, and I know everyone's busy. Who wants to watch me talking for all this time? But I really felt the need to make this video because of the complaints that come into me when people are in these other programs, and they'll call me and just be really upset that they didn't know to ask these questions. So whether you come to CA Bar Style or not, ask the questions, meet with your tutor, especially if you're a repeater who's taken this many, many times. You cannot afford to keep taking this again, and you shouldn't have to. So, I would love to help you out. Feel free to call me, and we can talk about your personal situation and go through your history to see how it is we can really help you to stop taking this over and over again. And if you are a first-time taker or an attorney applicant new to the state, the same goes for you as well. All of those points should apply to you, and you should make sure you do your diligence to find somebody that is really going to be in your corner. Thank you so much for watching. As always, feel free to email me at cabarstyle@yahoo.com or call me at 818-616-3302. And if there's something that you think tutors should be offering that you're not getting, I'm open to feedback as well. So go ahead and post comments below. I love engagement, and have a blessed day.